we started off actually in this garden. We were doing some gardening, so there was a bit of rubbish everywhere. And we used a couple of bins and like benches and that sort of thing. Started to play tag, and then it just grew from there. We went from that to meet-up sessions in Hyde Park with a bit of barrier tape. Then we went into parkour gyms, and then we built our first court. And the first court is not too dissimilar from what you see behind you here.
Each team has up to 4 players, and each chase is 20 seconds long and has 1 chaser and 1 evader. And it works like a kind of winner stays on. So whoever wins stays on as the evader, and you get 1 point for each evasion that you make.
The skills that you learn from parkour do set you up, especially as the court is developed. This court's got a little bit more complicated, but generally anybody can do it. We have a guy who has a background from soccer. There's another guy who is a rugby scrum half. Their skill level at juking is amazing, and that just being able to throw off your opponent really just gives you those few seconds. So when you can get away, you don't need to negotiate the obstacles quite as well as a parkour athlete.
And with the design, it looks like it's just randomly placed obstacles, but actually there's a lot of thought that goes into it, because some areas are easier to hide behind than others. Some areas you get caught very quickly. So there's a lot of sort of fine-tuning and testing and things like that that go into it.
So as you can imagine, taking part in a big glamorous game of tag is still a game of tag at the end of the day. So it was a lot of fun, but then there was a lot of pressure and a lot of publicity around it, which kind of increased the pressure on that.
So good competitor is having tactics, knowing the court, having court experience, and obviously being physically strong, physically fit.
That stamina's got to be up there, like cardio. If you're focusing on your breath is one of the main things. Like, you look at like the best fighters in the world, they just say like if you can just keep yourself under control and just get that oxygen in, then your muscles have got the power to like react. Without that, you just fall over.
The main thing is training yourself not to react how you would react normally, because that's just run as quickly as you can, fight or flight. You got to take a step back and relax and think, what do I need to do in this situation to get me out of it, not just run.
Yeah, I think the best part of this whole journey has been that it's just like such a fun project to be involved with. I really like the fact that wherever we travel, everyone in the world that we meet has played chase tag. And it's really good when you reconnect with people and you start playing tag with them, even like adults, that they get this huge smile on their face because they've forgotten how much fun chasing someone really is. And in 2018, we want to have the first global league where we have a qualifier, maybe in America, in Europe, and in Asia, and then we have a grand final. And I think we've been talking to some really interesting sponsors, and I think that that's now quite a realistic possibility for us. We just need to see how we can move forward with that and then plan for 2018, which is looking good.